Okay, wanted to spend a quick minute walking through some super quick tips and tricks on finishing props, cosplay props. I see a lot of messages on the forums, the Reddit forums in cosplay, and looking for advice and ideas to do for finishing techniques. So what I wanted to do was very quickly show you some techniques I'm using on a print that I am doing. Usually I do helmets, Star Wars helmets, but today I'm doing Jinx's Pistol from Arcane. And so I have a couple different pieces here to show you just real quick and some finishing ideas, techniques that I used. This is a gold piece. There's a bunch of gold pieces. There's like 40 something pieces in this print. This particular piece I printed in a gold filament. As I roll it around here, you can see the underlying gold underneath. What I did is that I sprayed over it with a metallic gold spray paint. I did it at a distance so that I didn't get any gloss, because I didn't want any gloss. And then I sanded it back off in select areas. I'll actually end up airbrushing this too, just to give it a little bit more realism, but it doesn't look too bad right now. A couple things I used to do that. Some super fine steel wool, and then some of these guys that I got off Amazon. These are sanding sponges that go anywhere from 4,000 grit all the way down to 120, which I used to just sand around the edges, and it did a great job. You can see here's another gold piece I did. Sanded it to try to add some wear. This is one of the silver pieces. Looks pretty good. When I ended up doing this, I actually printed this in a black filament. Then I painted over it with a base gloss silver metallic, but I did it at a distance. Again, I wasn't looking for any real sheen. And then what I did was do a soft iron spray at probably 2 feet away over the top, so I would get speckles and no gloss, and I got a really nice, good-looking metal finish. This is probably one of the coolest. Again, you can see there's a metal outline here. This is the pistol grip. Same metal technique that I used for this. However, here, this is a wood filament that I then stained with a gel. It's actually a staining gel, which is important when you go. There's lots of different stains you can get for staining wood. This is actually usually they're oil-based. This is a gel-based, and this was actually printed in a filament that is, you can actually see, this is what it looks like before it was finished. So it looks like after it was finished. So the stain actually does a really good job. It just looks like plastic before you stain it. After you stain it, looks great. Looks like wood. Smells like wood. Feels like wood. Check the comments. I put a link to my blog where I give a little bit more detail, and I list all the products that I used.